If Jesus wasn't the Messiah, should we be having Christmas? Hey guys, John here in the fabulous John of New Studios, drinking my glass of water, taking care of my throat that's a little worn out. I had a question come in this morning that I thought was a great question, and I thought I would hop on and answer it. John, you have said that Jeshua did not want to be deified, so should we not be celebrating Christmas? I'm new to this line of thinking, and I don't want to be disrespectful of him. First of all, a joyful, loving celebration with family is never disrespectful because you're doing a joyful, loving celebration. People celebrate birthdays all the time. They didn't celebrate birthdays in the time of Jeshua. But when you look at this line of thinking here that you're talking about, being disrespectful of him, he was just a man. He was just a man. There's no reason to feel he's going to be disrespected in any way. The key really is to realize what Christmas is. Christ Mass. Christ, the Savior, the Messiah, the Mass, the celebration of, or the ceremony of. It's a religious construct. But I don't think it's bad in any way, shape, or form. And I don't think he would have thought it was bad in any way, shape, or form to have a special day set aside to celebrate with friends and family and love one another, share gifts, right? I don't think, in any way, shape, or form, you should change your Christmas, right? I personally love Christmas music, all of them, even the ones that talk about, oh, little town of Bethlehem and all that. I love that. I love it all. But I also know that it's just a song. It's just a song, right? And when I look at these just a songs, I can really love the sound of them. I love the melody. I love the harmonies. I love the song. So I love it, which means I'm putting God into the world, which means I'm doing what Jeshua taught. Love one another. I love the song. People did a lot of work on the song, and the song is a representation of their love of music. So I love it, right? People get too in their heads about honoring or quote unquote disrespecting. Just love, enjoy what you love. Go out and live a loving life. The idea of not celebrating Christmas. I grew up in a very, very Christian Catholic household. Midnight Mass was a big deal. What I found really interesting was as time went on, midnight Mass, we all used to go to midnight Mass. We'd all come home. And then my oldest sister, this is so funny, even up into her late teens and the year she was leaving to go off to college, she was always the first one awake and waking everybody up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, like Christmas morning, and everybody would come out. And meanwhile, we had just gotten home from Mass just a couple hours earlier. Well, time went on, and it was amazing how suddenly Santa started delivering the presents while we were at midnight Mass. So we'd come home and we'd open the presents after midnight Mass, right? It was just a joyful, loving, fun thing. Now, there's the question of, do you want to have your children come to the realization that Santa's not real and have a very harsh reality that Santa's not real? I mean, that's. But, I look at my childhood very fondly of all the things I did and all the loving expressions. And, every year I drive to Delaware and I see my family, and, it's 8 hours away from here. But the idea of the trip is not about Christmas. In fact, I get a little annoyed at the expectations that Christmas affords. Like, I remember we would travel to Delaware, and there'd be a list of all the people we had to buy presents for. And I was like, that obligation that you have to buy presents, to me, is not a loving thing. There were people sometimes on the list that I didn't even know, right? Right. When I was young, I don't remember ever getting gifts from the extended family like that in a way, but What's really interesting is that it really bothers me the obligations that people are insisting upon for holidays like that, because I think that they have it's just like religion. They have a specific way it has to be, and you have to live up to it. And to me, that's not loving. That's ceremony. That's dogma, right? So I look at Christmas itself as just an opportunity to get together with my family, to love my family, to spread love and do. And honestly, if you really want to honor Jeshua in any way, shape, or form, which he's just a man, but if you really want to honor him, go love your family, go be with your family, hang out with your family, do loving things for your family, even if they're old traditional things that you've done forever. Just remember that it's about the family. It's not about Jeshua. The Jeshua part aspect of it was the religious aspect of it. But what Jeshua taught was to love one another and to bring love into the world. So go do it out of love and kindness, and go do it out of the fact that you love your family, and you're doing things for them, and you're creating a special time where you can all come together and just love one another. That's not disrespectful at all. That's loving. That's doing what he asked, right? So that's my take on this. And no, he didn't want to be deified. He didn't want to be a Messiah. He didn't choose. He wasn't a savior. He was a man who showed us our divinity. Well, in showing us our divinity, he was showing us that we can be, share, and spread love. And that's what Christmas is for me now. Just another day to amplify my being, sharing, and spreading of love. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.